Guys, welcome and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I wanted to go over a couple of things that are good to know if you want to start a press-on nail business. I always get questions asked on how did I do it, where do I find my products, and just how to go about starting your own press-on nail business. I'm strictly only speaking over my press-on nail business because that is the business that I do have. So we're going to go ahead and jump right into it because I have quite a bit to tell you guys. So the first thing that I do want to let you guys know is Google. Google is going to be your best friend. You can find anything on Google, packaging, products, ideas, everything on Google. So it is a good thing to venture out into different sources as well, like AliExpress, Amazon. You can go to Google and type in nail supplies near me, because personally what I like to do is I like to go to different nail supplies in my city, and I like to see things. Like, I like to feel the quality. I like to see it in person is what I'm trying to say. So I know a lot of times people don't have nail supplies near them, or transportation, or whatever they're looking for may not be at the nail supply. But that is just one tip that I do recommend you guys to do, is go to different nail supply stores and see what different products they have. If you can't do that, most definitely Amazon, AliExpress, any online small businesses. Like, what I do as well is I go on Instagram and I just search up nail supplies in the search bar, and so many different nail supply businesses come up. So I definitely recommend you to do that as well. So I have different sources to get your things from. That is a huge plus. So the next thing that I recommend is having a social media account. Everybody nowadays is on either Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat. I don't recommend to have a Snapchat to promote your business. Personally, I feel like one of the four that I mentioned besides Snapchat is a great way to promote your business, because people can interact with you, people can like, comment, share. So I most definitely recommend one of those. I'm only going to be mentioning Instagram throughout this video because I only have an Instagram to promote my business. I don't have Facebook or Twitter or TikTok or anything like that. So I'm only going to be mentioning Instagram. But keep in mind, whatever social media account or platform that you choose to promote yourself on, these steps kind of follow every single platform. So with that being said, try to make your social media account weeks or months before you want to launch your product. That way you give people the chance to follow you. You hype your business up. One, you need to hype your business up. You are your number one supporter, your number one promoter. Nobody promotes your things better than yourself. So make your Instagram account way ahead of time. Promote yourself, hype yourself up, make some products. Like, if you're doing press-ons, make some press-on nails and post them. Build up the hype. Be like, hey, we're going to take orders in 10 days, or we're going to launch in 10 days. Build up the hype. Give people the chance to follow you. Give people the chance to share you before you just drop your products and want people to buy. So most definitely have a social media account. Make it months or weeks in advance and hype yourself up. Promote, promote, promote. So the next thing is don't be afraid to ask people to promote your stuff. I had my mom promote my stuff, my boyfriend promote my stuff, my brother, my cousins. Like, don't be afraid, like, everybody is willing to help. Don't be scared. And if nobody is willing to help you, please come to me. Come to my comments, comment your small business, and people will see it. It will get out there. I promise you, no matter how long it takes, your business will get there. Trust me. Do not let it discourage you. So the next thing I want to talk about is having an aesthetic. Have an aesthetic for your brand, whether that be, like, if you want your brand to have all pink, all blue, all yellow, all black, all green, whatever aesthetic you'd like. Personally, my aesthetic is pink, girly, glam, baddie, butterflies, just girly everything, pink everything. And I also like to throw in some uplifting quotes here and there within my feed. I love to empower women to love themselves, treat themselves, know that they're worth it, and just everything like that. I'll insert a picture of what my feed looks like just so you guys can see what I'm talking about. So try to have an aesthetic, and whatever your aesthetic is will pull in people who have the same aesthetic as you. So not only are your products pulling people in, but also your aesthetic. So I do most definitely recommend to have an aesthetic, no matter what that may be. Make it your own, no matter if somebody has the same aesthetic as you. Guys, there's so many businesses out there that I see that have butterflies within their brand. Just make it your own, like, it's okay for people to have the same, like, aesthetics, have the same colors, to sell the same products. Just make it your own, make it stand out, and it's perfectly fine. So have an aesthetic. So the next thing I recommend is having good photos and videos. This is essential to any business. You need to have clear photos, you need to have good lighting and a nice background. You can't just have a random background that doesn't match your aesthetic, a random background that just doesn't look good with your product. Like, it needs to be a nice background. For instance, my backgrounds, I have like a fur rug, I have plants as my background, sometimes like a little like satin type of, what's it called? Girl, I can't even think. Like a satin sheet or something. Like anything that's cute, that matches your aesthetic, and that's pleasing to the eye. You know what I mean? So have a good background. And for my photos, I use my iPhone. I edit with my iPhone. I record YouTube videos with my iPhone. Everything goes with my iPhone. So you don't need expensive equipment. You don't need expensive lighting. Sunlight is the best light out there. I love to take my product photos outside to capture, especially when I have rhinestones on my press-on sets. I love the sun to glisten and just the rhinestone to sparkle. So most definitely try to have good backgrounds, good photos, good lighting. That is a plus, as well as branding your photos. I brand my photos so simple. I download Fonto and just put my business name on there with the font that I want, and I kind of blend it in within the photo. That way people know it's my photo and nobody steals my photo. I'm not saying that anybody's ever tried to steal my photo or stolen my photo, but just so people know that it's your photo. So if anybody ever screenshots it, your brand is within your photo, so nobody can ever try to take credit for something that's not theirs. You know what I mean? So it's always just good to brand your photos. So now moving on to tip number 5, I'm going to do a quick rundown of all the products that are essential in order to start your press-on nail business. The first thing is obviously full cover nail tips. There are so many brands out there, you guys. I like to go on Amazon and I search up full cover nail tips. So many brands come up, so many different price ranges, so many shapes, so many different sizes. There's small, medium, long, extra long, XXL. Like, there's so many different sizes as well as shapes. You have your coffin, you have your ballerina, stiletto, almond, so many different shapes, square. Like, really just do your research and know exactly what you want to purchase in order to sell. If you want to do just coffin, if you want to do coffin, square, stiletto, if you want to do long, medium, it's really up to you. So make sure that you know what shape you want and what lengths you want to provide and things like that. So that's very important. I'm not gonna sit and name different ones because there's so many out there. There's so many different price ranges. There's really inexpensive ones and there's really expensive ones, so you really have to do your research. Obviously, that is the most important part to starting a press-on nail business, are full cover nail tips. The next thing that I want to talk about are press-on nail stands. This is major. Like, this is major. You need this. Many people do make their own press-on nail stands. I know they have some on Amazon, they have some on AliExpress. I'll enter in a picture of what mine look like. I got mine from Amazon. To be honest, I don't remember the exact price, but I think 6 stands came in there. So this is essential because you can't hold the press-on nail with your fingers and paint it and everything. So you do need this. And you can use double-sided tape to stick these nails onto the stands. You can use like this little putty that I have. I will insert in a picture. You can use nail tabs. Like, it's endless. So I do recommend to get nail stands. There's a lot out there, many different designs and everything like that. There's some that are like single press-on nail stands. There's some that come in a pack. So as well, do your research with that. The next thing are going to be your polishes or gel polishes. In my opinion, I think gel polishes are the best. One, because you literally just paint it, you cure it, and it's done. It's dry. You don't have to worry about drying it or waiting for it to like dry. Basically, I just said the same thing, you guys, but I like to have gel polishes. So what I do recommend you guys to do is Amazon or any nail supply stores near you, or AliExpress. And sometimes they do have gel polishes that come in a pack. Like, the first ones that I bought were, I think, a pack of 20, and then it came with a base coat, top coat, and a matte top coat. That's a good starter because you get different colors and you get your base coat, top coat, and matte coat. So I do recommend you guys to do research on that. you need to do research on every single thing. Don't go just directly for the first thing that you see, because there's so many things. You might see something and then you want it, and then you scroll down and there's the exact same thing but just a different price. You know what I mean? So try to do your research, take notes. And yeah, so I do recommend that. The next thing that you need if you're going to use gel polish is going to be a UV LED lamp. There's no gel polish that can dry without a UV lamp. There's so many out there as well. I will try to insert in a clip of what mine looks like, and I will try to find it to link it down below as well. I got it off of Amazon, and I believe it was like $23. It is so good. It's just amazing. So I will try to link that down below. So now these next two things that I'm going to talk about aren't essential, but they are a good thing to have, and to have different types of sets within your business. So I do recommend you guys to, purchase some rhinestones, some nail foils, some stickers, nail charms, anything to kind of spice up a set. There's many people out there who just love plain colored sets, but there's many people out there like myself who just love an extra set, who loves rhinestones all on their nails, butterflies, foils. Like, there's so many out there on the market as well. You have to do your research. You have to look at Amazon, AliExpress, Shein, and nail supply stores. A lot of the nail supply stores where I live have so many cute nail accessories. So that's why I said at the beginning to venture out into different things. Don't strictly stick to Amazon, because what Amazon doesn't have, AliExpress has. What AliExpress doesn't have, your nail supplies have. So it's really important just to kind of look at different places. So like I said, you don't need these things, but it's very important, especially if people want to add a little bit extra to their sets. So I do recommend you guys to try to have some sort of, nail accessories within your business. So the next thing are going to be your nail tools. Like I said, this isn't essential, but it is good to have if you want to have some dotting tools to do some nail art, some tweezers to pick up your stickers, nail brushes, anything like that is a good thing to have. Especially if you do want to try doing line work and nail art, I do recommend to have some sort of tool to help you with that. So those you can find on Amazon, AliExpress, everywhere, girl. Literally do your research. That is so important. So now moving on to tip number 6, and this is not really much of a tip. I don't really want to speak on this a lot, because at the end of the day, I don't know, your budget. I don't know if you want to ball out on nail supplies or buy little things here and there. Personally, I suggest to buy a little bit at a time, because at the end of the day, we don't know how our business is going to do. So it's always good to buy little by little than to just ball out on so many things. So I feel like a case of nails at the beginning with some gel polishes, your basic nail lamp, a little bit of tools, a little bit of accessories is really all you need to start off. But yeah, I don't want to touch much on this, because at the end of the day, we do have different budgets. We do want to buy different things, so that I feel like is strictly up to you on how much you want to spend at the beginning, how you want to go about things. But yeah, so I do recommend to just try to buy things that are going to be used up. Don't buy things that are just never going to be used and you're just going to waste your money on. So try to buy things that people are going to like, that you are going to use. So that is a tip that I can give you. Don't buy unnecessary things, because I've done that, and girl, to this day they're sitting in my nail drawer because I have not used them. So try to buy things that I feel like you should kind of keep up with the trend. Like right now we have like the little squiggly abstract nails, we have butterflies everywhere. So I feel like try to keep up with the trend as well. But yes. So tip number 7 is going to be on packaging and presentation. There are so many ways you can package your products, specifically for press-on nails. I did a piece of cardstock paper and I put that inside of a holographic bag, and then I transitioned to boxes. I do switch here and there. If somebody buys multiple sets, like 3 sets or 4 sets, I do put the sets on cardstock and package them into little holographic bags. And if they buy like 1 or 2 sets, I do put that in a box, because obviously 4 sets doesn't fit inside of a small box. Many people use jewelry boxes or cardstock. There's a lot of creative ways that people have packaged their press-ons. A lot of businesses that I see put their press-on nails in like eyelash boxes. So it's really up to you on how you want to do it, on how it fits your brand and your aesthetic. So I do most definitely recommend to try to Google just press-on nails, and packaging and just get inspired by different brands. And yeah, so I will insert in a picture of what mine look like just so you guys can see. The next thing is presentation. I feel like I cannot speak. Presentation is key, especially for small businesses. People love cute packaging. People love to see things that are pleasing to their eye. So I feel like presentation is key. You know, you don't have to go all out and be extra, but it's nice to have a nice, neat presentation and packaging. So I like to just, I don't really throw much into my packaging, to be honest with you. I just make sure it's nice and neat. Everything's in order. Everything's like facing the same way. So that's kind of just how I do my presentation. I don't do much to it. But yeah, so just make sure your presentation is nice, neat, nothing's dirty, nothing has like marker on it or just anything like that. So I do most definitely recommend to make sure everything's neat, everything's clean. And if you want to add, you know, some freebies in there, I know many small businesses do like free scrunchies or free candy, free anything. You can go ahead and do that, but just make sure everything is nice, cute, and packaged. So the way you would want to receive a package, try to put that into your business as well, because people love to open up a package and see cute decorations and cute packaging and nice and neat and everything's packaged safely, especially if it's something that can be, you know, broken or bent. Most definitely try to get packaged that secures your product. So those are just little tips that I can give you. So now we're gonna go ahead and move on. So moving on to tip number 8, I wanted to include this tip just in case you wanted to sell different things within your business. So what I mean by be versatile is I sell press-on nails, but I also sell lashes, I sell earrings, I sell anklets, I sell like a little bit of jewelry here and there. Because at the end of the day, to be honest, if people see press-on nails, there's a lot of people who love press-ons. And there's a lot of people who are like, press-ons, really? Like, I'll just spend my money somewhere else. And I mean, that's the reality. People will like what you do and people won't like what you do. So I like to include a little bit of things to pull more people in. I feel like I know my audience and everybody loves press-on nails, but they also love lashes. They also love jewelry, like girly, glam, everything. So I try to include that in my business as well. So I feel like being versatile within your business is a good thing. So by all means, you don't have to take this tip, but I just decided just to throw this in there just in case you guys were wondering like, oh, can I, you know, sell more than just press-ons if my business is just about press-ons? My whole Instagram is about press-ons, but I do throw jewelry in there here and there and lashes here and there. And it's a good thing because I pull more people in. I target a different audience. So if you want to be, you know, versatile and add different things into your business, by all means go ahead. If you want to do strictly just press-ons, go ahead. It is all up to you. That is a good thing. You can do what you want with your business. You can sell what you want. You can price how you want. You can package how you want. It is all up to you. So that is just a tip that I did want to give you guys. So now moving on to tip number 9 is to know your audience. Know what your supporters like. Know what they don't like. And I'm not, you know, saying this as in to please everyone, because girl, you can't please everyone, but try to know the vibe, try to know what they like. Like, for example, my customers love vibrant colors. They love bougie sets. They love rhinestones. They love Louis Vuitton. They know everything. So if you make a set and they're not really feeling it, try to switch it up. You know, try to incorporate things that you know they'd like, or just put different sets out there that people can pick and choose from. So that is a good thing, is to know your audience, know what they like, know what they don't like. Pay attention to your likes, pay attention to what pictures get more likes and how those sets look and everything. So I think that is important, is to know your audience, know who you want to target and how to pull them in. So that is a extreme tip that I suggest you guys take into consideration, is knowing your audience. So the next things that I do want to talk about is not giving up, trusting the process, believing in yourself, and being your biggest supporter. You guys, there is going to be good days and there's going to be bad days within your business. Just like every single thing in life, there's good and there's bad. Do not let that push you from giving up. Do not give up. You've came so far. you thought about your business, you created your business, you bought products, you made products, you're promoting yourself. Do not give up. You've came so far to just give up. Personally, there's weeks that I get no orders. There's weeks that I get a whole bunch of orders, and I'm so grateful for every single order, every single purchase. I am just so grateful. Even days that I don't get orders, I'm just like, you know what? I'm not getting orders. Let me take this time to make more sets. Maybe they're over the sets that I have. Let me just try to make more sets, put more sets out there. That's what you have to do. You have to keep posting. You have to keep interacting with people. You have to keep making products to try to promote yourself. You are your biggest supporter. You're your biggest promoter. Nobody can do it better than you. So please do not give up. You have to trust every single step, every single way. Do not give up, you guys. I promise it'll be well worth it. Do not compare yourself to any other small business. Don't give up. Like, I cannot stress that enough. There's times where I'm like, you know what? I don't want to do this no more because nobody's buying my things. But at the end of the day, I always tell myself I've gotten this far to give up. I'm not going to give up just because nobody's buying my things this week, because for all you know, next week people are planning to buy 10 sets or 10 lashes or whatever it may be, So don't give up. That is an extreme thing, is to believe in yourself, because you are your biggest hype man, your biggest supporter, and you are going to do great no matter what. Alright, you guys, so we have came to the end of this video. I hope you guys have kind of took everything into consideration. By all means, you don't have to do every single step. You don't have to listen to me. These are just some tips that I do suggest. I'm not trying to make it seem like I know it all and I'm professional at everything, but these are just tips that I have been giving myself since I started my business. I didn't feel like I covered a lot, to be honest with you guys. So if you guys have any questions that you want to know, feel free to comment down below. I would love to answer any questions that you guys may have. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you got some helpful tips out of it. And you are going to do so great. Your business is going to do great. You are going to do great. Everything is going to be okay. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys on my next one. Bye, y'all.